Today, once again, we are playing Hearthstone, but the opponent only gets to watch. This time I have optimized the deck to be able to get 10 copies of Ice Block every single game. So we are not only playing 2 Ice Blocks, but also 2 Rewinds, 1 Dry Scale Deputy, 2 Tidepool Pupil, and Commander Sivara for a total of 10 Ice Blocks that we can get every game. After that we are going to be finishing the opponent using the OG Quest Mage combo, open the way gate, completing the quest with our copied Ice Blocks and Tidepool. And then we play Tathalan Bloodwatcher, Sorcerer's Apprentice, take an extra turn, and play Archmage Antonidas for infinite 0 mana firebolts. So let's get straight into the gameplay. I ended up in Diamond from the last matches that I played on this deck, and I'm gonna see how far I can take it. I really wish to hit Legend this season, and our match here is gonna be against the Death Knight. Plagues are a real problem for us, so if this is Plague Knight, then we might have a problem. And we get the Dry Scale Deputy and Instrument Tech. Instrument Tech is very nice because it's gonna draw our Sphere of Sapience. And there we go. First draw is a Librarian. That's okay. Next turn we can play Instrument Tech. And then after that we can play the Sphere of Sapience and the Dry Scale Deputy. So we already have some good plays lined up for the next turns. Questing Explorer would also be a nice play. I do want to play Instrument Tech first, just in case the Explorer would draw into Sphere of Sapience.
My pain doesn't compare to your
Okay, he is starting to play some Plague-based cards here, so this could be a really tough matchup. But we're gonna see about that. I am gonna play the Dry Scale Deputy before the Explorer, just to make sure that the first spell we draw actually gets copied. And then I do just wanna hit face and force him to maybe trade with our minions. Price Vendor, we can actually play that alongside the Questing Explorer. Archmage Antonidas, that's the first combo piece in hand. And the Price Vendor draws into Rewind, which gets copied from Dry Scale Deputy. Unfortunately, we did not draw an Ice Block yet, so we can't use those spells yet. And I'm just gonna go for the trade here, maybe. I mean, the Plagues are gonna be shuffled into our deck anyways at some point, and I'd rather draw them earlier than later. Tomb Trader. Okay, he did remove one of the plagues that way, that's very nice. And the Rustful Viper is not gonna help here. I'm gonna draw the different card. Commander Sivara, very nice, but we still do need our first Ice Block here to be able to create copies from it. So I'm just gonna trade. Novice Engineer, maybe that's gonna draw into the Ice Block. And another Librarian that we can trade. Speaker Stomper, that's not a nice block. Hopefully we're gonna draw it next turn though. We do also still have a lot of card draw that we can draw into to increase our chances of getting the Ice Block. Opponent is just gonna be excavating, and now we're gonna get some more plagues shuffled into the deck. That's very unfortunate. And there we go. We would draw into the Plague. Fortunately, we can put it at the bottom of the deck using the Sphere of Sapience. There's our second combo piece, but still no Ice Block. We definitely need to draw into it now, and there we go. Alright, that was at the last minute here. So now we get to start copying the Ice Blocks, and our opponent is gonna have an absolutely amazing time facing off these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ice Blocks that he's gonna have to face within the next 6 turns. I am not sure what happened here. I think the opponent went AFK. He didn't do anything during his turn. Okay, I mean, I am gonna take that, I guess. There's the Sorcerer's Apprentice, that's our combo piece number 3. So right now I'm just gonna play the Tide Pools, which is gonna help us in completing the quest. And then we can use the rest of the mana to rewind on the Ice Block. And I am just gonna go face. I am almost hoping for the opponent to reconnect or like to move again here. Oh, okay, he does move again. Okay, let's see if he will actually trigger the ice block though. Okay, he does trigger the ice block. But we are left at 3 HP, so that was a misplay from him, because he could have still attacked with the staff, which would have shuffled extra plagues into our deck, and he could have taken us down to 1 HP, at which point we would die from drawing a plague, since we cannot prevent the damage from plagues using Ice Block. I actually am gonna take the Codelight Oracle here, just to make sure that we don't draw into a plague, because we do have enough spells in hand using the Commander Sevara to complete the quest just from playing ice blocks and the tide pools that we already have. So we actually don't need to draw any extra cards from our deck. I just want to make sure we don't draw into plagues. So right now I'm just gonna play one of the copied ice blocks and then use Commander Sevara to give us one more ice block and 2 more rewinds that we can use to gain more ice blocks. Yeah, this deck feels very balanced, definitely. And he just straight away triggers the ice block. Again, he misplays. He could have attacked me with his weapon, and then with this thing, which would take me down to 1 HP, put 1 extra plague into my deck, and just increase his chances of killing me a lot right now. But the good thing is that we have Sphere of Sapience, so if we would draw into any plague at any of the next 2 or 3 turns that we need to finish, we could choose to not draw it and have a pretty decent chance of not drawing into another plague. And there we go, Speaker Stomper, that is alright. I mainly wanna play some more spells here to progress quest. And there we go, we have now completed 5 out of 8 and we still have 3 spells from Tide Pools, so next turn we can actually combo. And because we still have Sphere of Sapience, we can prevent drawing into plagues. So yeah, it's looking pretty good, we should be able to finish this. The Primus is coming out, it's not gonna help him, and he's just gonna do some shenanigans here. And once again, he seems to be AFK or something, but I mean, he did trigger the ice block already. But anyways, we are gonna be popping off now, playing Tethelan Bloodwatcher, Sorcerer's Apprentice. Then we get some more spells here. I could actually take the Seabreeze Chalice. There's nothing that has any death rattles that could be devastating to the combo, so yeah, we can actually use the Chalice here to complete the quest. And there we go, Open the Way Gate is completed. And we get to take an extra turn. So amazing, and now we can play... Oh, I should not have drawn that, that plague. But yeah, it was fine since we were at 3 HP, but big misplay from me. Alright, so yeah, now we can play Archmage Antonidas and have infinite 0 mana fireballs. What a great time to be alive. And yeah, generating up to 10 ice blocks in one deck seems very fair to me. So thank you guys so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. I am gonna go into a deeper analysis on this deck in one of my future videos. This was just to give you an introduction to it and to show you some gameplay. I hope that you enjoyed it and see you guys in the next video.